Well, I started taking some of the stuff out of the trunk here, and floors aren't horrible. I mean, there certainly has its share of holes and shit like that, but it's not like, I've seen a lot worse. Somebody left a lot of tools in here. And judging by some of the tools I pulled out of here, this thing was leaking rain inside of the trunk for a long period of time, because, man, those are shot. I even got some extra fan belts. What the hell's all that shit? Somebody have a fire pit in here too? Yeah, I think that one might be savable. That's actually usable still. I'll keep that. The idea is to pull all this crap out so I can get the fuel tank out. Fuel tanks in these things are relatively easy. You have all these bolts holding it down, and it basically lifts straight out. Here's the filler neck tube right here. So just gotta take that stuff off and I should be able to pull the tank out. Remember how I said the trunk was in a lot better shape than I thought? I guess I lied, because all along here where the tank sits in, that's pretty thin. So this trunk is definitely going to need some love. This side isn't that bad, but this side is getting pretty bad. Now they repop like all this stuff. I can get reproductions of all of it, and so I'm not too worried about it. It is something I can fix, I think. Of course, I never did this kind of body work before, so we'll see how well or bad this is going to end up looking when it's done. But it's in the trunk, so who cares, right? So I went ahead and I spun out all the screws that hold the tank to the floor, which came out pretty easy. I loosened up these clamps, which were surprisingly easy to loosen up, judging by all the rust. I thought it was going to be a pain in the ass, but it wasn't. Now it's a matter of removing this rubber hose here from the filler neck. So I got the filler neck soaking in PB Blaster, so I can pull all these little screws out here and then hopefully pull that straight out and away from the filler neck, and then we can try to pull this stupid gas tank out. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty well glued to the floor, so that's gonna be interesting. I wonder how much of the floor is going to come with it when I pull this side up. As you can see, that's pretty paper thin there. I mean, look at that filler neck. That thing is disgusting. If this is any indication of what the inside of the fuel tank looks like, there's no saving it. I mean, that's bad. That's really bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the old dumpster floor jack underneath there, underneath the fuel tank, and try to jack it up till it pops out of here. All right, let's see what happens. There it is, popped up. Oh, there's still gas in there too. Gas from the 1980s. So now the sending unit is on the back side here, I think, for the goddamn, for the fuel tank. I mean the fuel sending unit, but I don't see it. Oh. I gotta step away from this thing a little bit. Jesus, it stinks. Fuel tank removed. And as you can see, this whole side here is pretty much gone. So that sucks. Other than that, I mean, over here's got some issues, but this whole corner there, and you know, to there is pretty much shot. So that's kind of a bummer, but whatever. So here's a brand new one. Can't remember where I ordered it from. It was last year. Looks like it comes with the part for the sending unit. Nice, it's primered and everything. That is really nice. Damn shipping. But here's where the sending unit goes in. So I'll have to either try to fish the old one out of there or get a new one. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to see what condition the old one's in. It's even got a drain. That's nice. Wish they still put drains on these things. Let's see what the hell comes out of this tank when I dump it. I'm curious. Oh man. Oh, that's terrible. It's disgusting. It's like yellow and rust. Change up how I do this. Get more out this way. Oh man. That is some nasty stuff. Oh. Gross. Oh no. Alright, so I got the ring off there by beating the crap out of it. Now, time to pull this out and see what it looks like. Here's the sending unit. And as you can see, It is pretty damn disgusting. So I'm going to put this in the vinegar bath with the filler neck and see if I can't clean some of this off. Then I'll take a voltmeter and see if it even works. Well, this is where the slippery slope begins. So this is all rotten. All that's rotten. Along here is okay. Along here is okay. But this channel here is completely rotten. You can kind of see where the frame is underneath there. The dropout is all rotten. No surprises. So I ended up deciding to get some panels for this thing. So I started with the floor panel, which is right here, and I ended up getting the driver's side and the passenger side floor panels as well. These are the long panels. And these are actually a pretty good deal. I got these off of Jigs, and they were like 50 bucks a piece or something, and this guy here was like 30 something. And then this piece, I actually made this piece. This is the piece that goes in, how does this, like this. So that's gonna replace that part of the rail. I'll actually cut it right here and down and just only replace this section. I'll leave this piece, or what's left of it, for over on this side if that needs to be done. But for the most part, this side seems pretty solid. So it's a lot of work. Also got my trunk lid sitting here because this is off of a 1970, which is essentially the same thing, except this one is in a lot better condition than this one. This one's all rotten along the lip here. So yeah, that's a nice hole forming right there. So that trunk lid is shot. And unfortunately, this sticker is shot too. So I guess that's where I'm going to start, is cutting this crap out and welding that crap in. Now, I'm not an expert at this. In fact, this is going to be the first time I've ever done this. So bear with me. Learn with me. I mean, don't take any of my advice on this, because, you know, if I screw it all up and you screw it all up, well, I'm warning you ahead of time. Let's see. I'm gonna have to take out these tail lights. I'm gonna pull out this rubber hose that I was using for my fuel tank, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so I went ahead and disconnected the fuel line up by the fuel pump. I'm going to blow up this line. I'll go ahead and take this huge fuel line off. Already loosening this side up. There we go. Alright, so the idea here is you can kind of see where this panel sits. It's kind of like, I'm pretty sure it's just kind of spot welded into place here. So you can see the seam running down this way. I'll have to measure it out and see where it all goes up here. But I'll have to grind all this out so I can see where the spot welds are, if it has any. The frame is right here, I guess. There's something else here. Oh, that's definitely part of the frame too. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'll clean this up and get all this stuff off of there and put it back in. And you can see how bad this floor is, how far up it went. Doesn't help that there's so much dust and mud in here. I mean, that's not helping things. Is bad. This whole fucking floor is shot. So that's frame right there. This is floor. We got to peel this off of that. So this should go all the way across. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, great fun.
How cool!
Huh?
It's the shade inside.
I know, huh? Pretty cool. Alright, well, I got this far. The frame, you can totally see it now. It's totally exposed. You can't see it from here, but there's a lot of, I don't know, it feels like it's blown out a little bit along the bottom. I know some of that's just the holes that are factory, but I don't know, it almost feels like the undercoating is just coming off. Can't tell, but overall the frame isn't that bad. It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I thought this was just going to be all totally blown out and bad. So here's the drop panel. I just got to get it along there to get it out. Once I cut it out down there, this whole panel plus this thing should come out. Started along the wheel well, and I think I'm going to get the angle grinder and cut that out like with that. And along here, it's getting kind of hard to cut with the air chisel because it keeps rolling the metal, and once the metal rolls, it's really difficult to cut it more. So it's coming along. Slow process, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. This thing makes it so much easier. I couldn't imagine having to cut that out with an angle grinder. So I'm going to go in and eat something and come back out a little bit later. Maybe not. Maybe I'll pick this up again tomorrow. So that's where I'm at so far with this thing.